Hello, Virgos, and welcome to your July 2024 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. We come in the month, and here you have the Two of Wands. So, that means that you come in the month at a crossroad. Okay, there's the been there, done that, and for a long time, 10 of Pentacles, and it's with a 10 of Swords. So a whole cycle of life can be 10 years, a year, 6 months, whatever, time is fluid. But a whole cycle of Pentacle. There's going to be a new cycle out there. You can see it, that means I'm going to have to bring my energy, my fire, in a completely different way, but I've never done it before. I'm conscious of, let's say the beliefs of the past cycle, how they were not supporting me or, the price I've paid for harboring these beliefs, 10 of Swords. I am going to have to, find my new identity. That means Ace of Swords, or a new way of thinking, at the same time as carrying a new way of carrying my wands, my fire, and a new pentacle. So right in there, we just have the indication that there's in fact, 3 cycles finishing. We see the swords and the pentacle, but the fact that you're at the Two of Wands, that means that the old way of bringing your energy is also over. And we see it in the next card. Because although you finished with the swords and the pentacle, you need, in order to embark on your new path, a new way to bring your energy. How am I bringing my energy? Here we have the 10 of Wands showing us it's the end of it, but we need to drop that in order to be receptive. That our energy is yes, this is a great way of doing this. My energy will be receptive instead of an energy that I carry and I bull through. So there's kind of 2 ways of doing things. I can be receptive, or I can carry on my shoulders and try and meet the expectations, minds and others, and pulling this through. Where's the end of it? At the end of the month, and I think this is going to change for one or the other because it was on the side. So some of you, you're going to take that wand and you're going to be able to leave old emotional investments behind, in the knowing that, yes, there's higher frequencies out there, different frequencies, different emotions I haven't lived, inspirations, joys, states of grace and peace, and so on. Different waters out there, and I'm going to choose to go for it. Or I'm still going to hold 10 wands on my shoulders and not see how I can get out of where I've been standing since then. So for a lot of Virgos, we almost have all the elements at their 10. A real end of cycle of the 4 elements at the same time. So why is it happening now? Under your Two of Wands, we have Temperance, divine timing. Because now, emotionally, I am ready to put my foot in water again and realign myself. But there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear of maybe I won't have enough. Maybe I won't be supported. Maybe there's some abandonment feeling. Okay, Queen of Pentacle in reverse, 4 of Pentacle in reverse. So I have a hard time keeping my energy, and what I'm keeping, it's more unconsciously holding on to the old stuff because I'm afraid maybe that I don't have what it takes to move on to the next. So here, I bull through, I soldier through. Under that, I have 2 unconscious cards. In a way, it's on the horizontal row of temperance. So temperance is trying to work on this, trying to work on basic fear of what can be coming towards you, and unconsciously telling yourself that it can only be based on the worst that you've known. It's going to go downhill from here. That's a typical 5 of Swords, because it's using 3 swords to kind of cut our legs. But there's an Ace of Cup for you. The universe is saying, okay, I see that you're not seeing it, but there's an Ace of Cup. That means there's peace, there's joy, there's communion out there available, and it's waiting for you. If you decide to go for it, it's waiting for you. And this is going to change all the kind of the outcome. If it doesn't happen at the end of the month, maybe for some of you it's going to happen in a bit the next month, or because we do have the full moon in Aquarius around the 21st, which is going to put a lot of, let's say, focus. The moon's going to shine on these aspects of us that maybe are not willing to release or align ourselves to who we truly are and what we came here for. So what did we come to build? What's going to be the shape of our reality? Am I in anxiety, or am I manifesting myself? Am I afraid? What am I afraid of being in the power of manifesting things? Because here, bottom of the deck, Tower, and we have 3 ends of elements. So it's a big change, and you probably already have the apprehension of that big change. But that big change ultimately is going to put you in your power, and is going to offer you new experiences. So at this point, it's really, okay, what do I believe now? Is downhill from now? Or is it, yeah, I could be surprised. I could be surprised. So let's clarify this for you, Virgos. There's a culmination that is kind of pushing you to go about life in a different manner. That's bringing our fire, your will, your spirit. Okay, so let's clarify. Oh, wait a minute. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Virgos for the month of July 2024. Okay. Okay, what's the 2? Oh, all right. Well, there's a lot of unknown and unconscious resistance. 7 of Wands. See the fire here. We were in Gemini, fire. We're going into fire. We're in Cancer now for you Virgos. So going into Leo, but here you're dealing right away on your fire, your direction. Am I going to receive another attack? It's like everything is happening at the same time. I'm being drained also. This can be being drained energetically, financially, and we're kind of okay. But there's a big re-questioning of what am I building now? It's like almost like there's such a big end that what am I going to do? I don't know. I'm heading towards the moon here. What's the Temperance working on? Okay. It's working on releasing anxiety so that you don't forget that you will be infinitely provided for because you are valued by the divine. Six of Pentacles. The only way we can have a Six of Pentacles reality is if we have no limit to how much support, worth, and nurturing we can receive in this reality. Let's look at the Queen and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. All right. You're getting it. I think here's the Ace of Swords. This is what I wanted. From the Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords. And it's your hermit you that in the daily life, I don't know where this is going, but I'm relying on my logic, my capacity to analyze, and this insight of trying to understand. I don't see the sun. It's not clarity. We saw it's the moon. And the moon in reverse, so the moon revealing stuff. But here there's an understanding and a clarity as you come into the month, because you're kind of ready for it, Temperance, and this is going to release anxiety for you to be able to pass through this big change. So the Ten of Wands and the Three of Wands in reverse. You're carrying so much on your shoulders that you have a hard time seeing what is in front of you and seeing what you want to create and build. I don't know what I'm going to do. So that's why the Hermit part is very good, because he's going to worry about the daily life. Okay, right now, he cannot see. That lamp is not showing 5 years in advance here. I don't have my whole career planned. I'm just going to do with my wisdom every day in my daily life. I'm going to follow what feels right inside of me until the moon reveals, or I process enough to know what I want to invest in, what I want to implant here, live, experience, and generate. So let's say that maybe your next thing that you would love is waiting for you, or that next inspiration or whatever. But here, the Five of Swords in reverse and the Nine of Wands, there's a big part of you that's not expecting greatness. It's almost like, I'm not expecting it. It's a bit sabotaging. Seven of Swords in reverse. But it's time to, here, in order to see, okay, I thought I was holding this. Our Two of Wands. Queen of Cups, yes, why not? It's a question of allowing ourselves to turn the page and say, yes, there are calmer waters, and I'm going to go towards it. I don't have to, live it. It's going to be a process of turning the page this month. I have the Hangman. Before you go and take your wand and go for something else, there's things that need to finish dying. And the Hangman is going to put you in that suspended level until you know what needs to be released back into the universe. What parts of you are like, okay, this is it. This is not me anymore. Before 12th house, Pisces, before I go into first house with my new I am, I have to know exactly what I'm going to leave behind. What I'm going to leave behind. So it's like a grieving process of knowing that a part of your life is over and there's a new one coming. But we're not so keen on the new one right away when it's so big, because where am I going to put my foot? And Temperance is working on it. Temperance is working on it to make you say, okay, I'm willing to leave all of this behind and go for my fulfillment, my happiness, and all of that. Accepting that things change and not being stuck in it, thinking that, well, there's nothing else for me than those waters I'm not willing to let go of. So that's the, where are you going to be at? It all depends on where you are on your wheel of life. But don't get stuck. Have compassion for you. Don't get stuck in your head. And here, this is your salvation, the divine feminine. Okay, it's the part of you that remains connected, remembering your higher self. So receptive to new frequencies, receptive to new experiences, maybe new things that, would inspire you. Allowing yourself to be loved unconditionally and knowing your worth. Your worth is not in the past cycle. Your worth is in you. So the Magician here. Okay. We finish with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So I think at one point you're going to leave your head and you're going to go for some of you will still be in the angst of what can I do now? And others of you will be, okay, the 4 cycles finished. I'm going to follow what I love. Why not? Let's go. Let's do it. And this is what is bringing you into next month. That kind of, what do I do? What do I do? And there are times like this, for some of you, it's going to be like big changes. Others of you, not so much. But the thing is that there's, for a lot of you, 4 cycles finishing at the same time. And that's a lot. Because it's a total redefinition of who you are that is preparing. So, one heck of a transformation that's preparing. But for the transformation, we need to let die the old you. So I'm going to call this letting die the old you. And the old circumstances, the old, whatever it is for you. That's going to be your title, my beautiful Virgos. So open yourself to receive the insight that your soul want to give you for this. Trust you in the process. If you don't see where it's going, it's okay. Trust you. All right? So, on this, my beautiful Virgos, I am sending you all my love and light for this month of July. If you want a private reading, the description is below under the video. And also, this month, I hope to be able to put online my tarot course. So this is something to maybe check out on the website. But I'll for sure announce it next month. So I'm just preparing you. And also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. New moon, full moon, I ask the universe to give you back. And please subscribe to help grow the channel. So on this, namaste. And I'll see you next month, Virgos.